Crawling, basking, or squirming, the reptile house at Zoo Atlanta is teeming with animals, some with very unique stories. Take, for example, Luchadora, the boa constrictor.
I believe it was 5 individual snakes that were in someone's luggage and they had been stuffed into Coke bottles.
Or Gerdude, the iguana. Someone tried to ship him through the U.S. mail.
The return address was fake, so it was deemed lost mail.
Or Littlefoot the tortoise, now one of the zoo's ambassador animals.
It feels like it looks like you'd expect it to.
Discovered by U.S. Fish and Wildlife inspectors at the Atlanta airport.
Someone traveling in from somewhere in South America had brought him back as a baby, thinking that it was okay to bring him back into the U.S. as a pet.
These are just some of a growing number of wild animals confiscated by law enforcement. The U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service intercepting more than 72,000 live animals in the last 6 years. More than 26,000 of them were endangered species. The illegal animal trade touching everything from corals like these at the New York Aquarium to primates, and from cobras to even tigers.
It's people with wealth and wanting the unique or something out of the ordinary, but it's also tied to a really illicit and bad human behavior, drug trafficking, human trafficking, weapons, and money laundering.
Not all animals are smuggled. Sometimes they're victims of uneducated tourists or bad paperwork at a port of entry, but all of the animals snatched from the wild do need a new home. And as some zoos battle slipping attendance, tight budgets, and even calls for boycotts, this new surge presents yet another challenge.
If our zoo can't handle the burden of, say, 50 large tortoises coming here at one time, we'll take what we can handle, and then we'll contact our network of other zoos to say, hey, guys, we can take this many. How many can you take?
And that's the current structure, an individual inspector calling an individual facility, hoping it has space and expertise to handle whatever animal is in custody.
With so many animals being confiscated all over the country, it's a fairly complex process to find someone to take care of them all, and that's because there's no national system for finding them new homes.
Enter the Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which has piloted a wildlife confiscation network in Southern California.
I am it right now. I am the one phone a friend for the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service.
That's Mandy Fisher, who takes confiscation calls not just in California, but from across the country. And she says it's more than a one-woman job.
The closest animal care facility might not be the best one for that particular case.
The animal care and conservation community is backing legislation slowly winding through Congress to create a national wildlife confiscation network. The bill calls for $5 million a year in funding.
We know it can help more animals and more law enforcement if we had more funding, more resources. I think it's definitely a matter of life and death for every single animal that shows up in the illegal trade.
A growing effort to save innocent animals after difficult journeys they were never supposed to take.
And Aaron Gilchrist is joining us now. That's I have to say, pretty lucky assignment to be able to handle those and be with those animals. You mentioned this legislation come with a $5 million price tag. How much support, Aaron, is there to actually make this national network a reality?
So there is bipartisan support in Congress for this right now, although it has slowed in moving through Congress at this point. At the same time, we know that the administration has shown some support as well. The Fish and Wildlife Service says they're backing this measure. The president, they say, sees this issue of wildlife trafficking as a national security threat, as an economic threat. And so having a system where these inspectors who find these animals no longer have to get on the phone and start calling around to every zoo or aquarium or animal sanctuary or wildlife reserve. They wouldn't have to do that anymore. They could call one coordinator and that person would find the best facility for whatever animal needs a new home, Yasmin.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.